day and welcome to the Couch Coach. I'm your host, Fazil Jacobs. In studio today we have two runners. Yeah, we've got more runners on the show. We have Hassiem Fisher and Marisa Calvert from an organization called Running for Pads. Marisa, if you can start with you. What is Running for Pads?
Literally Running for Pads. So we are a group of ambassadors, and we all run for different clubs, different distances, different disciplines. Some do trail and some do road. And what we do is through our own network, social media, clubs, our own running clubs, etc. We use the kilometers that we do on the road to collect pads for girls who cannot afford. So we've got a couple of schools on our books basically that we donate to every quarter, and they get their set stipend per quarter, just to cover that need as well. So.
Cool. Hassiem, as a male, it's nice to see you involved
Thank
in
you.
an initiative like this. What made you get involved, and how long have you been involved?
Well, look, I started running from 2015, and when I started running, you know, I always wanted to do something and give back to the community. So I decided, I bumped into PJ, and he then spoke to me about Running for Pads and what they all about and the schools that they donate to. And I thought, you know, why not? I mean, I'm active on social media. I take a lot of pictures when I run, and therefore, so I thought it was just a matter of combining the two and becoming an ambassador, and then, you know, giving back and also collecting pads. As a male, I didn't see it as a problem, and I think it's for a good cause. And when we go to schools, we can see the difference when we deliver these pads to the schools.
Okay. So the organization itself, tell us a little bit more about this. How long, how they got started, their story basically.
So he mentioned PJ. So PJ's partner Amanda did her first Cape Town Marathon in 2016, and she wanted to do it for a cause. So her thing was, you know, it's 42 kilometers, but 42 kilometers, you know, this is what I want to do. And it just grew from there. It's like, because everybody wanted to do, like, how do I get involved? We want to do this. And then it grew from one person to 3 to 10. And now we, I think, 20
plus.
So she
20 plus.
ran was it her first Cape Town Marathon?
So it was her first Cape Town Marathon, and she wanted to run for a cause. Yeah. And she decided, okay, I'm going to run for pads. And then last year, the NPO was born.
Okay.
Through just a dream. Yeah, so
wow,
so you can make a difference regardless of where you are in your life, you know.
For sure.
It can happen.
So, I mean, again, there's so many stories about this that, you know, little, small, which may seem insignificant differences can end up making a huge difference for people. Oh, we're running off over here. So, you mentioned there are 20 runners?
About 20 plus. We are, I think we're a bit more now, but they are, yeah.
So how do people get involved in terms of wanting to be, you call it ambassadors?
So social media, Running for Pads, our Facebook page, all our contact details are on there. So if you want to apply to become an ambassador, you can contact us via the social media. Alternatively, if you just want to donate, contact us via social media and say, I have X amount which I would like to donate, and boom, Bob's your uncle. So Running for Pads.
Just
Running for Pads, yeah. Running with the number 4 pads. So you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and email. You can email Amanda at runningforpads.co.za.
You mentioned something about schools that you have on your network. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Well, what we've done is some of the schools, we've approached them, and some schools have approached Running for Pads as well. And it's through word of mouth, through social media, through the runners as well that connect the schools with Running for Pads. And then what we do is the pads that we've collected, we will then, at every quarter, we will then visit the schools. And then at the time for primary schools, we will give, let's say, 500 packs of pads for the schoolgirls, for primary school girls. For the high schools, we'll give 1,000 packs of pads, and this will last them for the whole quarter. If they run out, then the principal or the secretary will then contact us to have it replenished. But we try and get as many schools as we possibly can based on the amount of donations we also get, which is very important. Yeah.
And so you also mentioned that people wanting to donate can contact via the social media, and if they want to bring to, let's say, there are many runners out there that I'm sure are supporting you guys, and those non-runners that may be seeing and there's a race in their areas, how do they go about getting it or dropping off? Do they just drop off, or is it monetary collections?
So if I can use an example of a race that happened recently, which was the South Africa Karat race. So we had a gazebo there. So they said, come with your gazebo. So just like you put up your club running gazebos, you put up your gazebo, and they just said, they're going to be here, bring your donations. It's contact an ambassador, because one or all of us will be at a race any given Saturday or Sunday. So it's like someone is definitely running. And communication via our social media is very efficient. So if you say, hey, I would like to donate, I want to come to, say, Cape Town Marathon, and then the message gets sent, who is running this race? And then it's like, I am, can you meet up with this person? Yes, I can. So also, we collect from people in Somerset West, Grabouw, any Overberg, Hermanus, wherever you live in the Western Cape, it can be done. If you are in Joburg, it can also be done, because we've got people all over the country.
You got people who know people.
So anywhere in South Africa, I mean, a plan can be made to collect it. And if you, but this is why we have a bank account as well. Easier to just drop in the cash, or you order online and you send it to us. Deliveries happen all over the country as well. So yeah, there are lots of ways and means and possibilities.
So any schools that want to make use of the service, so to speak, is there a formal process that they go through? Or am I putting you on the spot here?
No, look, there's no formal process, no vetting. I think it's when the school does approach us, it's a matter of what is their situation, what is their need. And I think based on that, I don't think there's a school that Amanda has turned back or turned away. The reality is that these girls need sanitary pads on specific times of the month. So we try and help as much schools as we possibly can with the donations that we have. And I mean, like Marisa said now, with all the drives that we have, we try and collect as many. And that's why all the ambassadors are prepared to go and pick up the collections wherever it may be.
Sounds like you've got an amazing team. So
Yeah, we do. We work Saturdays too.
Yes.
So anybody wanting to become an ambassador, what's the process there?
Same. Contact and
there's no DNA test needed.
no, it's basic, because obviously as an ambassador there are some things that you promise that you are going to do.
Commit to.
Exactly, it's that commitment. But you just say, I am interested, and it is going to be either we are at capacity, or it's going to be like, great, we need 1 or 2 extra. I mean, that's how I got in. I just contacted and said, how do I become an ambassador? And I happened to ask at the sweet time when there was a need. So it's just basically, anybody can become an ambassador. You don't even have to be a runner to become an ambassador.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, so just because it's a running for pads, it doesn't mean we discriminate against non-runners. Yeah.
I think
slow runners.
I think the important thing also, Faisal, is that if you are able to, or if you have access to your social media, and you can spread the word, and you yourself can collect, or you can get your companies involved, and use it as a CSI project, that also gives you what's the word?
It helps your case to
Correct,
become an
yes,
ambassador.
as an ambassador. And I think what is very important is the fact that if you can spread the word and you're passionate about it, and you're willing to engage by assisting in collecting and fetching pads, you know, those people are the ideal candidates to take the ambassadorship forward.
Yeah.
And the success of the campaign as well.
I mean, it's been going for what's it, 3 years?
Yeah, it's 3 years.
3 years now.
Yes,
I mean,
correct.
It's growing, and it's kudos to the work that you guys are putting in.
Thank you.
I think in closing, before we got to get to a break here, a message out there to the viewers. I mean, in terms of wanting support, wanting ambassadors. Do you have any messages for people out there from each of you?
So from my side, I always implore people to, you know, when you go do your monthly shopping and you walk down the aisle and you get your shower gel and your roll-on and whatever, you will pass the pads. Just put a pack of or two in it. You don't have to phone us every time, hey, I've got 2 packs. Like, keep it. And at the end of the quarter, and you say, you know what, I've got 30 packs. I've asked my neighbors, I asked my colleagues, whatever. We will come out and get it. But for us, it's very important that every pack of pads counts for the good of the future of our girls. We cannot allow our girls to be out of school for days on end because of something so natural. So if everybody can donate 1 pack, then we're halfway there. Then we can say great term 1 done with extra schools.
Yeah.
Because that is the aim. It's like we've got our set schools, but we would like to get extra schools. On that, if I can just say, we believe in sustainability, so we won't go to different schools all the time. It's always the same set.
School.
So if you come in term 1, you will be there term 2 and term 3, regardless of how other many come on board. So that is why it is so important for us to get as many donations as possible until such a time they lift the cost of sanitary towels. Yeah.
Yeah. Or even provide free sanitary towels to schools.
Yeah, to
Condoms are
schools.
free.
Exactly.
Yes, correct. Look, from my side, I think, Fazil, it's you know, because it's such a necessity for a young girl at that age, and some children are very embarrassed. It's for us as adults and ambassadors to sort of take away that stigma and encourage people, contribute. Like Marisa says, if it's 1 pack of pads a month, it's helping sustaining, providing schools going forward.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it's very important that, you know, let's just think about it's 20 Rand for a pack of pads that can be donated. It could fill a box, it could fill a bag for a school.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. We have to go to a break soon, but thank you for your time. To the viewers out there, as Hassiem just said, 20 Rand a pack of pads. Let's get a couple into the shopping carts. Contact Running for Pads on social media, and help make a difference to the lives of a little girl. Thank you so much. We'll be with you shortly. Welcome back to the couch. I'm your host, Fazil Jacobs. We also welcome back, well, he's making it a habit coming onto the show here, but we welcome back Shariq Davids, who's been to Chile to represent South Africa.
Yes.
Welcome back to the couch, Shariq, and Mom Farieda.
Thank you, thank you.
So, Shariq, 10 days away from Mom.
Yes.
So you seem excited about that.
Yes, I'm happy.
How was the tournament?
It was like incredible to me. Like it's my first not overseas, but I mean my first World Championships. So I was very excited and stuff like that. But I enjoyed it overall, the tournament. And yeah.
So before we get into the tournament, Chile.
Yes.
I believe there was some unrest and you guys couldn't move about
Yes.
that freely.
Yes. The riots affected the tournament like tremendously because I mean, you could only the competitors that competed could only go. And the others that didn't compete had to stay in the hotels because in case of emergency exit and stuff like that.
Okay.
So like they wanted to keep it like short, and like normally the crowd always gets involved and stuff like that, normal competitions. But yeah, it affected, and also the medal bouts had to happen immediately after you come after you fought. So yeah, that also like changed a lot.
We're gonna chat about that. So,
Yes.
did you see any of Chile?
Not really,
Not
to be
really.
honest. Yeah.
Okay. But your time there, you enjoyed it?
Yes, I enjoyed it.
So tell us about the actual competition. How many countries were there? Do you know more or less how many participants?
I'm not sure how much countries there were overall, but I know in my division there was about 38 countries representing. Yeah.
Okay, and how did the tournament go for you?
It went like amazing first, but first I got Egypt my very first round, which was like one of the best countries in karate.
Okay.
So he competed obviously in a lot of previous world championships and stuff, but this was my first one. And unfortunately I lost 4-0 to him, but luckily he brought me through as he made it to the finals, and I had to obviously fight for bronze. And my next fight was against one of the hosts, Chile. I fought him and he had a tremendous crowd behind his back and stuff like that, so it was very nerve-wracking. And I fortunately won him 2-1.
Nice.
And 2 minutes after that, I had to fight immediately, which I was so tired and stuff like that. So I had to fight Ukraine, which was also a hectic fight.
And the big boys.
Yeah, very. I had to keep distant and stuff and wait for him, but like it was very also, like I say, hard and stuff. But unfortunately, I lost 4-1, and that's where it ended.
Okay, so and position-wise in the tournament.
Overall, I came 9th,
Wow.
placed 9th. Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Well done. Eh?
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done. So, Mom, for you, I mean, what's it like having your son back? Number one, I'm sure you missed him. And,
Yes.
And his achievements.
Yeah, no, we are actually super proud of him. You know, whenever he leaves or whenever he goes to a tournament, the first thing that we want him to do is to enjoy it. You know, don't put pressure, or he mustn't think of the actual tournament. He must go out there and do his best. That's one thing that we always try to instill in him. Enjoy it and do your best, irrespective of what the outcome is. But yes, we are absolutely proud of him for the 9th place. It's his first, like you say, the World Championship. And yeah, 9th place out of 39, it's
an amazing
it's
achievement.
amazing. But the missing part, yes, we missed him tremendously, but I don't think he did, you know.
He was just happy to be away.
Yeah.
Didn't you miss Mom's cooking?
I know, not really. Okay, the food was a bit like strictly on other side, and I had to eat fish, which I normally don't eat fish and stuff like that. But I had to adapt, obviously.
So that's just a note to Mom.
But
there.
yeah.
He can eat fish if he wants
Yes.
to.
Yeah, I had to. I've been forced.
Boneless.
Shariq, and then being the sportsman that you are,
Yes.
I mean, you're back now, it's obviously exams.
Exams,
that's up,
yes.
and then the new year starts off with athletics, and there's
Athletics.
the cricket season also.
Yes. So currently it's cricket already, and athletics start early summer. And yeah, but also exams before all of that is important and stuff like that. I need to get back into it and studying and all of that. But then my next upcoming event is UFACT, which is going to be in Morocco in February.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of hard work in between.
Yes.
And then. Just a reminder to the guests, to the viewers out there, athletics, what events do you participate?
100 meter and 200 meter I participate.
I think if I remember correctly, you made provincial colours there too?
No, not in athletics. Yeah.
Short, wasn't it?
I was short, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 100, 200 and long jump.
Yeah, long jump.
Nice. And the cricket, you're
Batsman, yes.
And you play 4 bishops?
Yes, 4 bishops.
Okay. And how was your last season?
My last season, cricket I just like normally take for fun and stuff like that. But I mean, this season I improved compared to last season, like on my batting, because I was an all-rounder last year, and this year I focused on batting, and I've been scoring like averaging like 10 plus. Like now recently against Sachs I scored like 35 runs. Against Bosch I didn't know I was on 49 runs. And then, and it's our derby, and no one told me, and then I just whacked the ball in the air, and they caught me, and then I walked off. Someone told me I'm on 49, and then I was just frustrated at myself.
Man, that happens, eh?
Yeah,
that happens to the best.
But
We'll
yeah.
wait for that to happen to you when you're on 99. That's even worse.
Sure.
Mom, so there's this up and coming tournament that you guys are hoping that he's
Yes.
selected for.
Yeah.
I suppose then the fundraising drive starts all over again.
Yes, yes. I think it's a constant fundraising, you know, effort. Even before he left for Chile, there was 2 local tournaments. The one was in Potchefstroom and the one in Durban that he competed after we've been with you. So yeah, it's constantly money for traveling and for sport as well. So yeah, the fundraising it doesn't really stop. Yeah, it continues.
So then a question, and forgive me if it sounds just like blunt,
Yeah.
but why? Why do you? I mean, it's a lot of effort. It's a lot of hard work raising funds. Why is it so important?
He's passionate about his sport. He's passionate about karate. He's passionate about all his sport, actually. So yes, if it is that he enjoys it, we want to see him prosper. I want to see him excel. You know, we're giving him, or we want to give our children the opportunities that we never had. You know, I don't think our parents were there, you know, to support us, because I don't think they had the resources, you know. And now I think every parent out there with their children, we go the extra mile in trying to raise funds, in assisting and seeing them excel.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and as a parent as well, I think it's important that we try and keep our kids involved in these sports, because it's not just about the physical well-being, but it's things they learn in the game, teamwork, learning about
Definitely.
different cultures,
Definitely.
mixing with other people. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, like for me in athletics specifically, there's a difference between like being in a team and also karate, being in a team and like individual in athletics is totally different. Like a team you have to work hard, like in general, overall. Karate and athletics, like basically it's based on you and stuff like that. So yeah.
And what is the biggest lessons, if we can call it lessons, that you've taken from the sports that you've been involved?
Biggest lessons, like I would never like give up. That's my main one. Like never give up and always continue like until I can't and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's awesome. So we've got a couple of minutes left here. Should you make the selection for this tournament coming, what's it, UFAT?
Yes.
In Morocco, what types of fundraising events would you look at doing? And if anybody watching wants to get involved, how can I get in touch with you?
Yeah. Firstly, we would obviously go the sponsorship way, you know, sending out letters again. And then, you know, the last time we did a karaoke, it was quite a success. So we'll look.
Did he sing?
No.
No, he did not sing. Now we'll probably try going that avenue as well, maybe a high tea or something to that effect, as well as just doing our normal food sales, you know, on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. Yeah.
Okay, Shariq, and from you, as I've become accustomed to doing over here, a message from you to kids out there watching.
I just want to say to kids out there, no matter how big or small you are, no matter where you come from, no matter the color of your skin is, you can do it. Like you can, if you believe it, you can achieve all your goals out there. So
awesome. That's a powerful message, and I think it also ties into the weekend we just
Yes.
had with the Rugby World Cup. Not a lot of people probably would have given South Africa a big chance based on how England has played, and they went in there the underdogs, if we're completely realistic about it. On the day, it can be your day.
Anyone's.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming back and telling us about your trip. Well done again on your 9th
Thank
place.
you.
To the viewers out there, challenging times we face all the time. But as Shariq said now, that if you believe in it, if you hold true to who you are, anything is possible. It's not always going to be easy. Sometimes it's gut-wrenchingly difficult. But perseverance, persistence, you never know what that next step is going to bring for you. Stay strong. Thank you so much for watching, and catch us next week.